Alright, hello. Ta-da! Right on time this time. Hello, guys. How are we doing today? How are we doing? Oh. Just check if things are running on the other pages, because I actually don't know at this point. I saw just quit buttons and hope for the best. Unless I need to tell you what, I'm gonna figure out how to go live on the TikTok. Just real quick. I'll do it whilst I'm on here. Live Studio. There we go. I swear I just opened it. Alright, now I definitely did just open it. Where is it? There it is. TikTok Live Studio. Let's see if I can go live in here as well. I'm listening to my own music in here. I can't play it because copyright and stuff. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, it's just helping me simulate a bit because I've not listened to any music at all for a few hours. So I need some music. I'll probably turn these off soon. Anyway. But if you are here, come and say hello. Come and say hello. Oh, got a big drink as well. Love a bit of himself. Alright, it's doing something. I'd like to think it's doing something. There we go, it's loaded. Okay. Hello, if you are here, come say hello. I am live. I'm just I'm seeing if on the possibilities of getting this on the TikTok as well. So if you are do say hello. I am actively looking at a chat. We are going to have a little chat, and then we're also going to play some FIFA as well because I have got some objectives to do. But yeah, just ignore me if I'm too close to the screen. We're gonna see how we do things because I've actually never used TikTok Live Studio, so I'm currently just figuring things out. Oh, crikey. Oh. Right, okay, that's up. Mr. Hayden Brown, how are we, my mate? Hayden, do you have any idea how to use TikTok Live? Because I'm just trying to figure it out and I'm not having a great time. Add source. Game capture. Window capture. Capture card. Aha! Add. Resolution like that. Bosh. If I get rid of that, okay. Alright, no worries. Just hang tight. I'm just in the process of figuring out if I'm not sure if I can share. Let me see if I can share what I'm doing. No, it's not that. It's, what is it on OBS? Window capture. That is what it is. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. So it's not well, I'll put it in this little corner here because I'm not fiddling about, because I ain't gonna just move it. So it is a bit minimized, but you can have some sort of idea of what I'm doing then. If I just hide that, put that in a corner, stretch that out, bosh, look at that, it's up. Now camera isn't working because it's being used, which could be sorted if I just bring that up and then I pop that up. That's sorted then. Because Ugreen's being used, so if you use the integrated camera, and then I've got my face there, albeit it's really blurry, but that can be sorted by putting me in a corner. Oh, I don't want to move that. I want to move that. It's me being in a left or right corner better for FIFA. What do we think? Left or right corner? I'm not entirely sure myself, to be honest. I'm just trying to figure it out. Go to left corner. Is there anything else I need to know? I don't even know if the audio's working, so I need to come off my headphones. There's no way to test it neither, is there? Do we just go with the flow, see how it goes? I don't know. Kind of nervous. I've never streamed on TikTok before. What does it look like on a phone preview? Are we just looking at a black screen? Okay. So this is what it will look like on here. That's alright, isn't it? What we're thinking, guys? Is that okay? Does that look good? Let me zoom it up. Ooh. Oh, you guys can't see that. Okay. One sec. Let me change. Aha! There we go. So if I bring it up again. Yeah. Right. Let's just make that nice and... Alright, that's a bit too big. Oh, no, that's too big. Too big. Get smaller. What we're thinking? Is that alright? Hiya, Leon. I'm doing better. Hope you enjoyed Champions League. But yeah, thank you for asking. I'm doing good, thank you. I think that's alright. It's practically the same. It's just got the Xbox screen on there. I think we can work with that. We can work with that. Alright. We can hide that now. Let me go onto that screen. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Because it doesn't show. Oh, that's annoying. So, I thought I could stream through TikTok via OBS, but I have to do it through the live studio. Right, so I need to minimize that. Well, I think I need to just remove it on. Sorry guys, I'm kind of just thinking out loud at this rate. If I, yeah, there we go. So it's back on there now. The problem we're having is because I want to try and stream it on TikTok as well, but because it's using two different streaming sources, I don't think the capture card can go to both. I think that's my way of thinking around it. If I just put, I might need to end the stream and then restart it to see if that works. I'm gonna use that as a last resort. Because I don't think it is streaming. That's annoying. Right, so off. Oh, there we go. Might be getting somewhere. There we go. Ooh. Sorry guys, I am literally just figuring it out as I go. This is a bit of a... Why can't I quite that start stream? Okay, we'll just leave it for now. Okay. We are going to play some FIFA. Get rid of that. And I will just minimize that. And yeah, okay, so that means I can probably move myself over here. There we go. See a big drink. That's nice. Take that off now as well. Bosh. Alright. I can put these back on. I don't think there is going to be any audio. I'll look at it if the camera is still there. Don't think there is going to be any audio. I don't think so anyway. Let me just see, there's nothing coming through there. Because it's capturing a different window, that's why. Right, okay. So we don't want that one. I want that one, don't I? But it's still not capturing anything. Let's give it one moment. I do apologise. Microphone, digital audio. interface. I'm not sure if it is that. There's audio coming up, which potentially means it is actually. Yeah, okay. Can someone just confirm to me if you can hear me just clicking back and forth on the FIFA game when it's making noise? Yeah, I know. And you know what is mentally on, right? I remember going to the game when we were playing them in the FA Cup, and we took them to a replay. Steve Davis with the last minute equaliser. Alright, bro. Hiya, Callum. I'm doing great, mate. I'm doing great. We're gonna start playing soon. I'll literally just figure it out if I can stream onto TikTok as well. But I can't. I keep looking as if the camera's up there. I've moved myself down there because I'm going to be looking at the screen. That screen. So I've just moved myself over there and it's really messing with my brain. Right, okay. That's fine. Which means, should things go alright if I just... Right, that's minimal. Okay. All right. Let's see how we do. What we're getting into first. Evolutions. Okay. I'm building up George Nevitt. He has actually a catastrophically bad bronze card. So that on the right hand side is what I'm trying to build him up to. His passing and dribbling is not to be desired, but 89 pace and 90 defense and 90 physical with 3 play styles. Yeah, I'm just trying to see how far I can upgrade him. I'm going to show you the other 2 players I've upgraded. 3 players even that'll form a Rochdale players as well. Ethan, that Spurs game was class. What was a better match? Spurs replay taking United's penalties. Honestly, I genuinely think it was Spurs replay because I think being at stake of we knew we were going to Wembley if we got a replay and we got a replay, or it was we beat Tottenham and we get as the furthest we possibly could get in the tournament, which in theory we did. I believe that was to first in overtime to this day. Rochdale got to a 5th round replay, so I'd argue that's probably more successful than taking United's penalties. As much as that was a brilliant moment in itself, and it had a brilliant moment in it with Luke Matheson scoring when he was just 16 years old. I genuinely think at that point when we was rock bottom of League One as well, taking Premier League Tottenham, who was not in the title race, but there was up there in Champions League spots. There was in Champions League, I reckon, I think, in 2018. If someone can cross-check that, that would be great. Spurs being in Champions League around February 2018. But yeah, point being, I'd argue that was much more significant as well. But both are brilliant parts of modern Rochdale history. But yeah, I'm currently doing a Crown Baker boost for George Nevitt. That was part of an SBC thing that you could get. What else? Yes, into the club. We will start down here. We got Owen Dodgson. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Owen Dodgson. Former Rochdale player. Was Bale playing? 2018 Bale would have been at Real Madrid, I think. Yeah. No, because he went to Madrid in like 2014 or something, didn't he? But yeah, Owen Dodgson. He's a left back in the game, and I think he's actually pretty good for the stuff for the games that I have played with him. Then you've got Rochdale Starboy Ethan Briley, doing mental things at Exeter. I think he's having a good season there for him personally. But again, he's actually quite decent all round. There's also Jamie Allen, who I upgraded to a fantasy icon captain. And he has 11 play styles with pretty much all the roles you could possibly imagine. And then really, really good stats. And then the pick out of the bunch, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm actually shocked that this card could not play centre-back at this point. Matthias Vardy, former Rochdale academy boy, and then sold on to Wolves for an undisclosed fee, but I've managed to make him a really interesting card, I think, having 90 defence and 91 shooting, and the mental thing is, guys, he can all play striker and right wing, and not even any defensive roles, but he does have a more defensive play styles than he does attacking, which I think is rather unique. I agree, Ethan. I didn't go to that game. I listened to it on the radio, but I know a lot of my friends that did. At least a lot of my friends at the time, and they did not enjoy it. And you was right. Son and Kane was subbed on in the Tottenham game as well. And I believe we are mostly all Rochdale fans today, Leon. I believe I've managed to report a Rochdale fan base, which I'm buzzing about. You know what? I had a bar card, and I'm pretty sure I threw him into an SBC by accident. But I tell you what, shall we go and have a look for a bar card? Bah. Sorry, that was real. That was a. Is he rare? Always got 88 pace, that's why. Alright. Let's see what we can put on this card. We'll do it together whilst we go through objectives. Oh. There we go. Let's see what we can put on him. Surely it has to be that, right? Unless I can put... Alright, that might be... Right, so that'll give you 2 play styles. That would also give you max 2. So... Right. This goes to a browser. So if I go into Footbin and we'll do an evolution builder, is that shown on there? It is not. That's because it's not showing the right thing. There we go. Alright, let's go into Footbin. Let's see what we can do with a bar card. Bar card. Sorry, it's really quite funny to say. Evolution builder. Let's see what we can do. I only have a limited amount of coins. I do not have that. trying to think. If I put velocity touch on him first, I can still put on the very best after. Are they both? No, it was into the spotlight. I can put into the spotlight on. I don't know why I'm looking at So if I do velocity touch, so then into the spotlight, and then what else do I have? If I then give him up to speed, because I have that. So at that point, it would add 82 shooting. Then Red Bull pace. Probably give him positional excellence just because of his nationality, although I was mulling over that between Nevitt and Thingamabob. Fabio Tavares. Oh, that's a shout. Go on, Leon. I want to hear your story as well. Mate. You know, I find it mental. I've got half an hour without playing a game. I can only apologise. I ramble on way too much, don't I? Oh my days. I need to go buy a Fabio Tavares card. I can't believe I've not got a bloody Tavares card. That is nuts. They sent you a load of... Who sent you a load of kits? You've got me intrigued now, because I do love a good football shirt collection. I've got a little bit of a collection. It's in my wardrobe. I'll go get some shirts in a minute. I'm going to see if I've got Tavares in my club, because I think it'll be an absolute nightmare if I don't. Tav. Fabio Tavares. Oh, I don't. You know what, right? If I played FIFA from the start of the year, like properly, I don't know. I only got it at Christmas, so I generally could not be bothered. I'll probably get it now when the new game cycle comes around. I went to Kenya on a charity mission and I took a load of home and away shirts. 2 village teams in Kenya were playing in Rochdale home and away kits. That is mental. Oh man, that would look sick. I can't. Wow. That's actually mental. It's also really, really cool that you went to Kenya on a charity mission. Like, my geography's right. Kenya's in Africa. I remember that. But no, that is mental. You know what, Ethan? I'm gonna go get a Fabio Tavares card, but first, I am gonna just finish this off. So we put up to speed on. Then after that, I don't have that, I don't have that. I'm already using Crown Baker Boost. So that would probably be it then. Alright. What about Tavares? I need to go and get that card. There we go. I promise, guys, we will play some games. I'm getting real sidetracked. I can't believe you. That is a mental story. Get some physicals and bar. You know what? I think I had the Red Bull physical and I put it on George Nevitt. Are there any other Rochdale players in FIFA that I know Sanchez, the Chelsea goalkeeper, is in there, but I feel like I always struggled to get 84 pace on the bronze card. I feel like I always struggled to get evolutions goalkeepers, which is why I've just avoided it. But I'm all for making a Rochdale side. There's also Belongo as well, isn't there? I wonder if his card's still in. Belongo. Bryant Belongo. There's one of his card. Oh my days, there's loads. Right, let's make a list. Let's make a list and we will make a Rochdale side together. I've got Dodgson. I've got Dodgson, Mane, Briley, Jamie Allen, now Belongo, Barr, Nevitt. So there's 7. Let's get Robert Sanchez. Is Cashman in game? I thought he was Oh, he is. I swear Cashman plays in National League now. Have I got it wrong? I swear we've not one come against him. Yeah. Let's get a whole list, Ethan. I want a list. Let's make a Rochdale side. Yeah, let's get as many as we can, and then we'll have some fun in like legendary or world class score battles. I was going to do my objectives, but this actually just sounds a lot more fun, so we're going to be doing that. We've got Ball on there as well. Never really liked Ball. Can't lie, it was a bit of a doorknob. There we go, doorknob. Alex Noob, yeah I am. I tell you what, you're on the ball today, Ethan. That much I can't remember his bloody name. Is James Ball in it? Am I getting it right? I am. Oh, look at that beautiful face. Oh, man. He actually makes me feel physically sick. But James Ball is in that list. Yeah, let's get our list, Stephen. I'll buy them as soon as we got them. But I am gonna go and first and foremost put myself back up here, and I will go and get a couple shirts in that wardrobe over there. Let's have a look. I need my light on. I'm falling over everything. Right. Let's have a look. What shirts have we got in here? Oh, there we go. Got some. There were all on hangers, but with moving house, everything's sort of gotten small in terms of what we got. But I believe that's the 0405 or the 0304 0304 away kit, short sleeve. I got all of these apart from 3 of them, which will be kind of obvious, at Classic Football Shirts. I cannot remember the season on this one for the life of me, but I got this one as well. Actually quite nice. I really like this shirt. But again, Classic Football Shirts. Got this one as well. My granddad had one of these shirts, but he got rid of it, and I found one on Classic Football Shirts. Again, with the sanitary, and if I just bring it closer to the camera. What else? Oh, yep, I believe this. I believe this is from the same season. I could be wrong, or it's season before or after. We got that one as well. And then this is the first time I've managed to do this in the same season, but I've got the home shirt for this season. We've got the away shirt for this season, which I had to get in Classic Football Shirts because this was actually out of stock in the club shop when I went to go buy one. But it was in stock for less on Classic Football Shirts, which was weird. And then got the third one, which splits opinion, but this one's Emma's, not mine. I have got quite a lot more, mainly Rochdale and City shirts, Man City shirts in my wardrobe. But yeah, I'm on the hunt for Rochdale shirts. I'm always looking at Classic Football Shirts to sort of have a snoop. But yeah, I absolutely love a Rochdale shirt. They're some of the most beautiful shirts in the world. Should go in the Louvre. The Louvre, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Oh. But yeah, I've picked all of these up over the last couple of years as well. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with the collection I've got. Over being 20, I feel like having so many, it's kind of cool. Yeah, alright, Ethan, I'm going to go through that list now. I swear I had Andy Cannon and Ollie Rathbone. and Stephen Humphries, and Joe Rafferty. I might have these already. Oh, Keane Hayes. Oh man, that brings back memories. Jay Bird. He's got to be in the game. I'll cry if he's not. Bird! Jay Bird's the word! You know what? O'Neill's, I don't think they've missed with their kits. They are some fantastic kits. I'd argue that third shirt is probably the worst one they've done, and that's saying something, because I don't actually think it's that bad of a kit. I think it just shows the standard of kits that they make. The old bad thing I'd probably say about O'Neill's is their supply is like so delayed. I remember when I was working for Community Trust, I was waiting months just for like one piece of work gear. It was nuts. So I was still lacking rare when I was waiting for O'Neill's stuff. But yeah, there's Jay Bird. We will get him. I'm gonna say something then. I can't remember what I'm gonna say. Keane Hayes. Hayes will tear you apart again. Wow, 80 pace and 6'6" dribbling. That is criminal because he's bloody class. Right. Right. Odo Tavares, Hayes, I've got that. Morley. Plays for Wickham now? Aaron Morley. There we go. Yeah, I was right. Plays for Wickham Wanderers. Class player for Rochdale. So no. I've already got him. I've already got Aaron Morley. That's always good. Nelson, Ben Nelson. Where do I remember Ben Nelson from? What season did he play for Dale? What we're thinking? I can't remember. Ben Nelson. There he is. I remember his face. Was he on loan? I've already got Ben Nelson as well. This is fun. We're just buying players and just selling them for half the price. O'Keefe. Corey. Corey O'Keefe. I don't think Burko was that bad when he actually played, but that's another one that we can get. Burko. Yes, I remember. Now they could be in League One, which is mental. Kevin Burko is now at Shrewsbury. That's a fun one. Kevin Burko is now at Shrewsbury. There's something I bet you didn't know. Scott Hogan. I'll be surprised if we don't have Hogan. I won't lie. You know what? I don't think I'd. Would I take Scott Hogan back? Probably not because of his age. Joe Rafferty, I believe I've already got or I've used in an SBC. But we're about to find out. Yeah, I thought I had him. Humphreys, I don't think I have anymore. I did. I do. Reese Norton Davies. Over Rathbone, Sariki, Rathbone. I already have Rathbone, that's good. Andy Cannon, I also think I have. And Liam Kelly. He's that one. There we go. We've got a list. Yeah, I thought Norton Davis was good as well, to be fair. Just one of those people that you wish to stick around, would you? If I go... I have a lot of squads here. That is weird. We'll put in Rochdale. Newest. We'll just chuck these in. In progress. My Allen, Dodgson, Briley. Right, no load in that. Right, Des Silva. Oh. Alright. Nelson. Rafferty. Morley. Humphreys. Is that the same ints that's like played like for time? Yeah, Torrance. I bought him as well. Alright, that is as much as I can actually fit into the squad, so if I have missed anybody, it's going to be kind of awkward. Got an iPad place to sit. Rathbone. Oh no, I did have one space. Alright. What positions go we play here? Let's make it... Let's make it a 4-3-2-1. 4-2-3-1 even. Right. I think it's kind of obvious. Robert Sanchez goes in goal. Right, okay. Let's just knock these in the right positions. So Jaybird obviously goes up front. Ball can play centre back. Scott Hogan can't. You know what, Mane would have if we just put in our sort of star boys there. Jimmy Keehan, Mendes Lang, oh my days. You're coming up with all the stops, you. Ryan, bro, you had a list and now you name more. Oh man. Right, well, let's get as many of these silver lot in. Rafferty. Norton Davies, who can play centre back. So he will go there. Right, you know what? Got Robert Sanchez. Got Robert Sanchez. Right, okay, let's have a look. Didn't Mendes Lang get banned for like drugs or alcohol or something? Am I making it up? Don't, oh, for goodness sake. Mendes. Nathaniel. That is a very weird country flag. But the Guatemalan international can go into the starting lineup. Ooh. Right. Got Barr, Norton Davies. Feels mean, but I think I might have to bench Bird. Alright, Burko can go. For the simple fact he all played a couple of games. James Ball can go because if anybody likes James Ball, then I think you need to give your head a wobble. Ryan Delaney is a name I do remember. Got Thomas Delaney. Ryan Delaney for 200 coins. There he is. He's a centre back. We probably don't need him then. But Ryan Delaney. Ethan Hamilton, another name I remember. My memory's going bloody shocking. Because I can't remember when... I remember Ryan Delaney from like years ago. Ethan Hamilton. I think that's a fella. I'm just going to double check. I'm sure that's him. He did. I was correct. Ethan Hamilton. Oh, I feel real mean because I really do not want to bench Jay Bird. He's bloody class. Is there any way I can make him like nuts? I don't think there is. That's a real shame. I believe he was. I believe he was. I don't think you're wrong in that, Ethan. Right. Cashman can go do one because, again, probably one of those. If you like him, then I think you might need to give your head a little wobble. Right. Connor. There he is. And all his glory. In fact, he actually does get into the starting lineup. Albeit. I think he was right though. I think he was on loan. Liam Kelly can go there. What could I put on Keen Ace? I'm mad in trying to do this or what? All right, we've sort of got a lineup. Yeah, I agree. Let's get him in. You know what? Gets extra chem. So we started. Belongo. Can J-Bar play in the left? No, we can't. Oh man, Bar can't play in the left. Norrington Davis can, but his pace is as fast as my nan. We do not have a left winger, left midfielder. Oh, blooming Nora. Jimmy Keeham. No. Scott Oldham. Go away. I'm keeping Jay Burden. I've got a loving affection. Jimmy Keehan. Swiss Army Jimmy. You beautiful man. We're starting him over Joe Rafferty. The fellow Irishman. Oh, Keane Ace can play in the left. Never mind. Never blooming mind. Not Delaney. I agree. But also, I think the man he left, if I remember the right player in Corey O'Keefe, wasn't that great. Didn't he go like straight to Forest Green and then moved on from there? I swear I'm thinking Corey O'Keefe. But we'll put him in. We'll put him in over Rafferty. Currently have relegation threatened Rotherham United. I think we are going to leave it like that. I think Jay Bird gets it over Stephen Humphries. If anybody has any objections and that, they can talk to a wall. And you know what? We're going to put finisher on him. Right. We've got predominantly League 1 players. Keehan might have to actually gonna put Keehan on the bench just for chemistry reasons. Who on earth would I have him as manager here? He was on loan. Oh! I thought we had him on a permanent. I can't... Wow, my memory's horrid. But, yeah, I mean, he is a bit too good for League 2. Even now he's too good for League 2. Who would make this better? The answer is no one. No one would make this better. Do we even have a Spanish manager? Because that would... No, we don't. Alright, we'll just put in a random geezer. Eddie Howe can be the manager. Oh, that's the thing. We can get a former Rochdale manager if they are in the game. Trying to think who's managed Rochdale in the past. Hill. Stockdale's assistant coach somewhere. Yes. Now that makes more sense. That makes more sense, that. You know what? It'll be an easy fix if Rochdale just got promoted to League 2 next season, and then we've got a series idea for for the next FIFA if Rochdale get promoted. Mate, content will be absolutely booming. I'll take myself out of work permanently and just go, yep, I'm living off FIFA and Rochdale. I'm only joking. But it would be so nice to see Rochdale promoted. Alright, let's get into a game, I think. Kept his long enough. It's been a whole hour since we started streaming. And I've not even played a game. That is nuts. Alright, you know what? Just because it's messing with me and I am going to take these out of that. I think Fabio Tavares is unlucky not to get in the starting lineup. We do have a lot of right mids though. Like 3 right mids. He gets in over Mendes-Lang because Mendes-Lang did illegal stuff. And he plays for MK Dongs. No one likes MK Dons. Nope. Let me get Rathbone in there because Rathbone. If I just go low to high, I'll be able to find all the Rochdale players. There's Burko. Got an Indian fella called Ali there. I'm praying Rochdale go up. I'm actually going to buy the game, just play off evos. Same manager. Oh, you know what? It'll be absolutely criminal if one of us doesn't go up. And I feel like if it is a scenario that, like, say we go up automatically, which obviously we're all hoping for, and York lose on penalties to in a playoff final to Southend because they're in 7th. That would be probably the biggest robbery in National League history. If we're not going back to the election days in the 80s, in modern National League history, that's probably the biggest robbery. Because I don't think in that situation you can say Southend got there on merit. Well, they did. That's a lie. They would have got there on merit, but York or Rochdale, either team in that situation, if that does happen, I've got all that far just to finish second and then losing the playoffs after, well, in reality, both of those teams should be going up automatically. I find that mad. I do. I generally find that mad. That is a scenario that could happen. But I am very excited for that final day of the season. As much as every time I think of it, I need to go for a nervous poo. Because it does generally just make me really nervous thinking about it. Because has it ever come down to the final day, the National League title? I don't think it's come down to the final day where both teams are 100 points. But I saw Jeff Stelling put out a thing on TalkSport, but practically talks about York, which I found weird. Alright, this is the team we're going with. Okay. Yeah, same. Honestly, same manager. Get Rathbone in there because he's actually mint. Underrated card, I think, Rathbone. But in terms of the silver cards, he's absolutely underrated. Oh. Right, okay. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anybody objectives with this, but we'll have a look. Cause I want to get this stuff done. Trophy Titans, but I can probably do that tomorrow or something. Got some on in the evening, but I could probably do it before. We'll probably play a couple games, I think. I know I've been rambling on for an hour, but I mean, to be fair, we have been in conversation, guys. So let's get into a game. I still need to do my squad battles games, which is going to be very fun. We'll start with the easy one, I think, where I play a legendary. So this is going to be a fine, fun part of our time. Oh man, I can't even imagine. There we go. Even changed the title of the stream. But yeah, no, I completely agree with you, Ethan. I completely agree with you. You know what? I remember when Bradford came and I can't remember if we confirmed. No, we wasn't confirmed relegated by then. We were about to be. Before we went to Stockport away, which was my first ever away day, by the way. because I just wasn't allowed to go on them when I was a kid, and then when I finally gained a bit of independence, that was the first away day that I did, and what a bloody away day to pick. It was a bloody boring game, and we lost 1-0 in the worst of ways, and we went down, and Damani Miller just laughed his head off, and honestly, I don't think he's ever welcoming Rochdale again. Who do I put an evolution on? Because I can do 2 at once. It's currently 1 and never. Oh. Okay, that might have settled things. Right. So we've got Rathbone. Keep that in mind. Rathbone. What can we do to Keenays? Again, nothing too special, I don't think. You know what? That is the highlight on some people's footballers, getting battered by Doncaster 5-0. It's not one of mine though. Lucky me. You know what? I think we put it on Rathbone. Let's put it on Rathbone. Makulele roll. You know, best thing is he's playing. Is he playing as a counter? Yeah, he's gonna have 60 shooting as a cam. Oh wow. Well, that was right. Okay, this is where things get either fun or really, really bad, but funny anyway. So let's lock in, guys. Let's lock in. No, man, I can't believe I'm about to be doing this. This is mental. I suppose it helps with having plays already being evolutionised and stuff. Evolved, even. But this, even with like playing against one of these random teams, is me hoping for the best. Every time. No tactics, by the way. I didn't even think about that until I just mentioned it out loud. So this is going to be proper fun. Oh, the wire's stuck. 1 sec. Oh dear. Alright, let's pause that so that doesn't go off. Sorry guys, we're having a ball there. There we go. Right, okay. We're ready. Let's go. Can you guys hear the audio on the game, by the way? Can you just check that for us? If you can, I mean, it's I'm sure it'll be no issues to you guys. But Mateus Mane. Oh, watch this. Dab. Oh, that felt well cringe. Oh man. You know what? Defensively, I'm absolutely shocking at FIFA. I am. I don't think it's going to help with such a like, real bad squad. But we'll make it work. Like, I just run into players. Oh dear. No. Oh dear. You see what I mean? Like, I just run into players and I'll leave another player unmarked and then I make other players just go out of position. My coaching head just leaves me when I play bloody FIFA. You know, mental thing is, right? I remember how shocked we all were as a fan base when he picked up the under-21s role at Man City, and now he's about to get promoted from League One, the league he was relegated with Rochdale, into the Championship. Football, eh? Glad the audio's alright as well. Oh, man, I cannot play this game to save my life. But yeah, if Rochdale got promoted, you got Rochdale career mode. You can have a play career mode as you playing with Rochdale. You've got, obviously, Ultimate Team. Pro Clubs, and you can wear the Rochdale kit. And then we can have, like, subscriber, followers, whatever, Pro Clubs. Rafferty! Goal! 38 shooting, oh man. Dear me. I tell you what, I bet if you did plays of players who played against Rochdale, we would have a pretty good squad. I mean, like we said earlier, Harry Kane, Heung-min Son. Like, you could probably put half of those Tottenham players in there. I don't think he would. You know what? I think, regardless of what happens this season, I think Jim McNulty signs a new deal. I do. Because it's a 3-year plan, and we're 2 years into it, and right at the tippity top of the National League. And while he does have his moments, I do honestly, I rate Jim McNulty so highly as a manager. Harry Kane, Leyton Orient, he actually made his debut in professional football against Rochdale, Harry Kane, so he would be eligible, whether he played for Tottenham in the FA Cup or for Leyton Orient. I remember Leyton Orient complaining about the pitch. Or Harry Kane complaining about the pitch in a interview clip. So yeah, Harry Kane would qualify. Ivan Toney against Peterborough. That's another one. I bet there's loads. Like, probably is loads, to be fair. In theory, you could argue Ian Rush as well, because we played Liverpool in the 90s in the FA Cup, and Ian Rush is an icon card. Although we did get battered, we got hammering at Anfield. I'm pretty sure we lost like 7-0. But you got those kind of players as well. Can't think of who else would be. There's probably loads. Have a think, guys. Keane's running down the wing, scoring goals, makes the Rochdale sing. Da 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 da. Oh no, okay. Oh, he's kept it in as well, to be fair. Ooh. You know what? Ollie Watkins did come into my mind. Watkins did come into my mind. I'm not sure. When did Rochdale play Villa? Has that just disappeared from my memory? Ah. Got teams like Wigan, Bolton, Nottingham Forest when we played them in the FA Cup 10 years ago as well. Millwall. Sheffield Wednesday, so in the EFL Cup more recently, I'm pretty sure that season went down. You got that calibre of players as well. Yeah, Watkins has to say, I'm sure. You know what? I'm sure he played. Bowen at Hull though. I think that's a possibility. To be fair, I think I do think we played against Bowen. I remember playing Hull in the cup, the Carabao Cup. Oh, I don't even talk about Crystal Palace. You know what, right? I had the programme from that game and I lost it when I was a kid. My dad gave me a whole bunch of programmes, and because I was a kid and I was like 5 or 6 years old and I had literally no understanding of like programmes and stuff in football. Oh, Leeds, that's a shout. No, if anybody's playing it, that's a class finish, by the way. Yeah, I had a load of programs from like the 90s and before that. And the Crystal Palace one, when we played them in the FA Cup and took them to a replay, I think it was. No, it wasn't. It was an FA Cup 5th round match against Crystal Palace and lost 1-0. They went on to go to the final of the FA Cup, I believe. Ian Wright, I believe, was in that squad. But yeah, there's loads of players that could be mentioned. Leeds away. You know what? That's a shout. We're gonna take a beeline from what's going on there. We're gonna go to FootMob. I know it's down there in the corner, but I want to see if I can bring it up on here. If I go. Right. You know what? If I just search in. Hold it. There we go. I remember it because it was Hendo Chip, wasn't it, that sent us in to... Oh, that's the wrong one. Right, starting lineup: Paddy Kenny, Jason Pearce, Scott Wotton, Marius Zaliukas, Rodolph Austin, Sam Bryan, Lee Pelter, Danny Pugh, Wick Murphy, Ross McCormick, Matt Smith, Noel Hunt, and Dominic Polian. On the bench, no one there neither. But I suppose it's good to have a look at potentially we can mention. Jack O'Connell don't think this website's been updated in a while. But Pete Cabinet, Matty Dode, Hendo obviously, Joe Bunny, who I'm not sure if he's retired now, but I know he's a coach at Eltoons Academy. What about let's have a look at that Tottenham squad, shall we? You got the United game as well. Don't forget. Sam Bryan baller. I agree. There we go. We've got a report on football, haven't we? Who remembers that, man? Steve Davies. Oh man, you don't understand. I was in that stand back there, the main stand, which is dubbed the quiet stand. I'm gonna bring you guys back up here because I've stopped playing FIFA for a minute. I was in that main stand, dubbed the quiet stand, and it still is rather quiet to this day. I'm not in there anymore, obviously. But yeah, I was in that stand with my tinfoil FA Cup that my mum made. They were doing a cup making thing at Asda. My mum made her own for me, and it's in one of my memory boxes. We had a relay pitch, which I remember because I think it was a Millwall game we played, and the pitch was horrid. And Hendo was always started with Premier League experience because he used to play for Norwich. Yeah, is there a lineup? No. There will be. If I go Sky. There we go. Same picture. Pochettino being the manager. There we go. So players who played for us: Lewis, McGahey, McNulty, Delaney, Rafferty, Cadden, Camps, Kitchen, Doan, Humphries and Hendo, Rathbone, Brad Inman and Steve Davies on the bench. And then Vorm, Kieran Trippier, that's another one. Toby Adderweald, although he's retired now. Fife, Rose, Danny Rose, I'm pretty sure he's retired. Wanyama's recently retired. Winks, I believe he plays for Leicester. Sissoko, Lucas Moura, he was a new signing. I remember that was his first game for Tottenham and he scored. Heung-min Son, or Son Heung-min, my brother's favourite player, brother Matthew's favourite player. Lorente, Dele Alli, who's currently without a club, as it stands. Eric Lamela, probably another one who might be retired now, and Harry Kane, obviously, ramping it up at Bayern Munich, yeah. Oh, that screen. Alan Shearer. That one I'm gonna have to Google. I don't think Shearer played against Rochdale. What year? Because that's where my brain went to when he was playing at Southampton. But think you're right, but like, I don't want to say you're right and then be wrong. You know what I mean? Because we've never been higher than the third tier of English football, but Southampton during the 80s and 90s were in the top division, so it would have to have been in the cup. EFL Cup 1990-1991. Alright, we're going to do a VAR check. I'm not going to say you're wrong, because that is quite specific. But let's go and do a VAR check. I'll look at it there, just try to go through it. We beat Carlisle. Was this? Oh, this is when we had legs. Oh, this is even more fun. Right, so we got through the first round. We got hammered by Coventry in the second round in the first leg. Is this showing 91-92? It is. 90-91. I was looking at the wrong one. My bad, Leon. I actually feel really stupid now. Rochdale beat Scarborough 4-0 in the first leg, and then in the second leg, it'll 3-3 to 7-3. Like I said, I'm not saying you're wrong. Oh yeah, we got hammered. Southampton 5, Rochdale 0. Alright. And now if we cross-reference Alan Shearer, I feel well sure he did play. Oh yes, we could have used Alan Shearer. Oh, that's mental. I can't believe that. I went on to wrong one. I can't believe that. Little old Alan Shearer. You know what, Ethan? Let's have a look. Look at that bold man, beautiful face. Rochdale versus Manchester United, EFL Cup. Do 1-5-3 on penalties. Do we have a squad? Was it in 2021? 2019. Wow. Right. Right. United scorer was the man who shall not be named, and then obviously Matheson with quite a historic goal. But oh my gosh, the names in here. Oh, Romero, Wan-Bissaka, who plays for West Ham, Phil Jones, who's retired, Axel Tanzabe, who I'm pretty sure is still playing, Rojo, Fred from Brazil, I'm pretty sure he's retired, Paul Pogba's still doing bits in Ligue 1 with Monaco, Pierre Lingard, who's in Brazil, but that's not in the game, Chong, I'm pretty sure is still in the game. Could be wrong. And the man who shall not be named. Juan Mata is in Australia at the moment. Dan James. Gosh, that is a player. I'm pretty sure he's at Leeds. I can't remember Williams' first name for the life of me. Who played for us? Sanchez, Matheson, McNulty, Aaron Morey, Norton Davies, Williams, Rathbone, Dooley. Dooley's probably another one. Callum Camps. That's another name that wasn't mentioned. Callum Camps is probably someone who could have used. Jimmy Keehan, Ian Henderson, Alan Wilbraham, Newcastle United. That's what we're looking at. Scratch FIFA. We're done with that. You know what? We're on a roll here, guys. We're on a roll. Andy Cole played Rochdale for Newcastle. What year? If you can give me the year, Leon, I'll have a look. Let's watch the Spurs and United games for the fun of it, I say. Can I do that? I know Joe Linton played. Can I show the highlights of the game, or will I get copyright striked? Can anyone confirm that for me? Because I don't want to get in trouble with, like the YouTube guys. Leon's wrong? What? No way! Yeah, Joe Linton definitely played for Rochdale. I remember watching it on telly. You know what? I'm gonna need to Google. I love that. I love that. Right, okay. So we definitely can. That's fine. You know what? We're going to I'll be right back. I'll go and get the highlights. I'm also gonna go to the toilet, so don't go anywhere. I'll literally be 2 minutes. But if I get struck, I'm blaming it on you guys. But yeah, I'll back in a second. I'll get it all set up. Alright, I'm back. I've already sat back down, so let's have a look. Let's reminisce, shall we? Let's just double check we can. I mean, this. This is about to avoid. Yeah, I know, but I'm not sure if I can, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I genuinely do not want to get in trouble. But because you do bring up a real good point, Ethan, that Angry Ginge does do it. And I know he does, because I don't want to go on some emails. Yeah, let me just go to my normal screen set. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. I know Angry Ginge does it, but he's also affiliated with a lot of brands and stuff. But if it's something we're interested in, which is always nice to see interest in stuff, it won't be today, but I'll do research into it tomorrow. And if so, we can have a stream which we're just looking back on Rochdale games, if it's allowed. But as Leon's pointing out there, it comes under a fair use policy, so it's probably not worth the risk. Okie doke. That puts that to bed. Unless potentially stream it through Rochdale highlights, that's on Rochdale's thing. I could probably nag a couple staff for permission to stream it, but that's probably the only way I can go around it. But yeah, I think you are right, Liam. Yeah. Well, I think we should carry on looking at some of the important games then. My brain's completely, we've got to focus on FIFA. But we'll definitely let's name some games. We'll start with the Rochdale Newcastle one. We'll get the report up for that. I'm on the wrong one. There we go. That's not it. I suppose this would help. Oh, this is well helpful. So this is just FA Cup. So I'm assuming if it didn't go to a replay, it just shows it here. But obviously, last season just gone, we lost to Bromley. We lost to York in obviously this season's FA Cup. Then Bristol Rovers, Plymouth, Stockport, Newcastle. So if we... Aha! There we go. So this is a replay, around 30,000 in attendance. And we have some... Oh, this is well helpful. Alright, it's not. I thought it came up with the players. But it's still helpful in its own... I swear it did. Anyway. We do have... Why can't I get my words out? Wait a minute. Rochdale versus Newcastle. We played a 1-1 replay. A 1-1 draw to them at Scotland. But this is the side of them in a replay. Quite a strong side for them, to be fair. This is when they was back in the Premier League. Joe Linton and were on Longstaff. And Longstaff. Matty Longstaff, one of those. I'm pretty sure one of them still plays in Newcastle. Chris Yanatsu, may he rest in peace. But he played for Newcastle there. Hayden, Ritchie, Ladrine, Lascelles, Kraft, Darlow. Andy Carroll played for Newcastle. John Joe Shelby, aka Voldemort. Wow, there's some names. Rob Elliott as well. This little fella, he's retired. But yeah, for us, Ethan Briley on the bench, Quindo Barr, Calvin Andrew. Who remembers Calvin Andrew? That infamous headbutt against Oldham. Matty Gillam, I remember him. Fabio Tavares. Jay Lynch had to come on for Robert Sanchez, which I'm assuming he got injured. Oh, apparently it was tactical. I mean, went 3-0 down. So I'm assuming that's why. Luke Matheson, Williams, Egan O'Connell, Reece Norton Davies, Jimmy Keohan, Matt Ryan? Joe I don't know. Ryan. Ian Henderson, captain inside, Cam Camp, Stephen Dewey, Aaron Wilbraham, finishing that lineup. I did actually know that, Leon. That's one of my like sort of fun facts when people ask me about a fun fact about Rochdale. It's the one thing I bring up. First team for the Rock Division. You beat me to it. Yeah, that was when Red Jenkins played for the club and stuff. MJ Williams, like James Ball, that is a very valid comparison, Ethan. But yeah, I do remember that. Victor Moses of Stoke City. Man, I remember him. Could he be classed in the streets will never forget, streets won't forget kind of category? Do you know, like in terms of Premier League players? I think he comes up there. Willie Bowley as well. I think he comes up in that category. Calvin Andrew, bring back memories of the Blackpool away goal. What a warm day that was. Of course it's going to be warm in Blackpool. It's by the seaside. Seasiders. Oh, Calvin Andrew. Man, he was such a player, weren't he? Calvin Andrew. Well, I mean, he's definitely retired now. He's 39. But came up through Luton. Went to Crystal Palace. On loan, Brighton, Millwall, Swindon. And then went from York to Rochdale. I'm not gonna lie to you, he was phenomenal when he played for us. Like honestly, he's one of the players I remember. Peter Crouch was on the bench for Stoke City versus the Dale. Go on, what year? That definitely sounds like a fixture that's happened though. Stephen Dawson. I don't know why he's showing up 2014-15, but let's just reminisce back to the good times when we was in League One, why won't we? Stephen Dawson, he used to play for Rochdale and Bury. Ugh. Yeah. Fabian Brandy, Calvin Andrew, Ruben Noble Lazarus, Sean McGinty, Conrad Logan, Jack O'Connell, Ruben Noble Lazarus. Man, what a player. Johnny Deeber, Andy Cannon. Oh, man. And then players that departed. Oh, you know what, right? Was it this season? Was it in this season? I know Scott... Yeah. Matty Doan left to go to Sheffield United. And... yeah, I remember we was doing really well in the league when Matt Doan was there in that season. And I'm not even joking, right? I'm pretty sure it was transfer deadline day, 2015, like January transfer window. And as soon as he went to Sheffield United, our form just dropped and we finished outside the playoffs. But honestly, it stuck by me to that point. The whole reason of Matty Doan leaving, well, not reason, because Matty Doan left, I think that was why we didn't make the playoffs in our first season back in League One. After we got relegated. 2015, granted, we are on that... Fishes by date. Oh, this is... We can go and have some history, yeah. Transfer market might just come my favourite place. Right, 2014-15. Let's see. Oh, man. I was on holiday for that Peterborough game. I remember I was in Wales. But I did go to that Bristol City game and the Bradford game. I went to most of the games this season. This is my first full season. I had a season ticket. I remember that game, unfortunately. Stoke City, yes. I knew you was right, to be fair. But we reached the 4th round this season. If we... There we go. 7,400. And Peter Crouch was an unused sub on the bench. But who was a used sub? Charlie Adam. Stephen Ireland. Oh, man. Arnautovic. Oh, what a player. Jack Butland. FIFA legend. Ryan Shawcross. Victor Moses. Oh, man. Oh, I don't want this to end. I really don't want this to end. Mikel Antonio, Nottingham Forest. I'm going to assume that was in 2018. Was it this one? Oh, that's still showing 2014-15. I can't remember if it was this season or the season after. We beat Bromley, we beat Slough, Doncaster, drew to Millwall, then beat Millwall. I swear we played Forest in that. I'm sure we played Nottingham Forest in that FA Cup run. I digress, we did not. Bro, what am I thinking of? Yeah, they were still in the Premier League that time. Why am I thinking Nottingham Forest played? Rochdale, because we beat them. Was it a 14-15 season? It was. Look at me and my memory. Oh, well, buzzard. Buzzard, I remember that. Mikel Antonio. There's the man currently playing in the first tier of Qatar after being riddled with injuries at West Ham. But yes, he did play against Rochdale. We started and we did actually end up beating Nottingham Forest 1-0 that day. Peter Vincenti getting the goal for Rochdale. But who else in that Nottingham Forest team? I don't recognise any names. Lascelles plays for Newcastle, or at least did. I'm not sure if he still does. Stuart Pearce was their manager. Stuart Pearce, former England international. Stuart Pearce was managing Nottingham Forest. Mark Hughes and Man United, I'm going to assume that was in the 90s. Because, was it in the 80s or the 90s? Because I know Mark Hughes went... Did he go to play for Barcelona? McLaughlin, I think he did, you know. Shall we have a look? He's currently at Mansfield Town. Nope, we are both wrong. He did not play for Rochdale. We're thinking of another one. Oh, my ball knowledge is on point. I remember Mark Hughes went to bloody Barcelona. Let's see how far back we can go here. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, we could be here all day. All night even. 1985-86. Come on then, let's go and have a look. Oh man, I'm in love with this. This is honestly, it's gonna make me cry. There it is. There it is. Third round against United. We all lost 2-0. Against the Manchester United side. You know what? I don't think they were dominating England at that point. That was Liverpool and Everton times when England wasn't allowed in Europe because of Liverpool troubles. But I'm going to assume... Yeah, there's no players listed there, which, I mean, rightfully so, because it was in 1986. But Mark Hughes definitely did play for United in that time. I wonder if I go... Was it 89-90 when we'll play Crystal Palace? It wasn't, but we'll play Whitley Bay. Oh, wait, no, it was. What, round of 16? We made a round of 16. Oh, man, Sellers Park. We don't have the team sheets. It's annoying. Tony Collins, first black manager. What? Wow, that's nuts. Yeah, I'm sure Ian Wright played for Crystal Palace in that time. Gordon Scratchen. Yep, same United team. Scored in Cup Winners' Cup for Barcelona. Yes! Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Ryan Hughes did. Let's see the oldest season it goes and revisit the opponents. I'm sure it will just be FA Cup, but I'm well on board to do that, I can't lie. 1945-46, so this is after the war. Shows FA Cup opponents where we play Stockport. I'm assuming it's two-legged. Excuse me, alarm. Stockport, I'm assuming this is over 2 legs each time because we played Stockport first and won 2-1 and then drew 1-1. And then lost 3-1 to Tranmere and beat them. But yeah, Stockport's the earliest opponents that we have. That's listed on here. I'm assuming it's just all we're going to show FA Cup results for each one, which does make sense. Bishop Auckland, Charlton, Hartlepool as well. 1947-48, we played York City and beat them. Boom! And then lost in a replay to Gillingham. We won't talk about that. 48-49. Not even got to the 50s yet. When they show up, I need to put my Ethernet cable in this computer because this is atrocious speed. Danny Murphy for Charlton. Was that in the game when oh wait, no, Danny Murphy. That would have been further back than that game that Joe Thompson sent Oldham down. Yeah, 2005. I'm going to say Danny Murphy's a bit of an older one here. Right, let's go to that one because it's 2005. I'm going to go 0405 just because if it was... FA Cup, Oxford United beat them, beat Stevenage, and yes, third round against Charlton. When it loads, there we go, 4-1, and we do have lineups. Steve Parkin was our manager then. Grant Holt, oh what a player. Ernie Cooksey, Gary Jones, oh man. Ballers. Danny Murphy, there we go. Danny Murphy. I'll try and swap for him there, but I don't think he's mentioned. So, yeah, he was on the bench. Yeah, let's have that in a couple of weeks. Have we got tickets? I've got my tickets for the York game. Oh, I'm so excited. So bloody excited. Although, have you guys seen that the company that owned the stadium match with banning fans? I've seen that all over Twitter today. Damien Duff for Blackburn. I remember Damien Duff. Why is that a name I remember? You know what? I couldn't even tell you what year. That's I think that's quite bad of me. What year, Leon? This was the season I was born. I was born in between this Cheltenham and Leyton Orient game. I was born on the 16th of August. And obviously, because Rochdale absolutely knew that, they celebrated with a 4-1 win against Leyton Orient. We're going to go with that. Lives in a house, a very big house in the country. 2000, yeah, I was going in the wrong direction, weren't I? The special one. I get called a special one, but I think that's because I'm autistic. Right, I'm going to go on a limb and say it's 2000-2001 season if he joined. Yeah. Wow, we got hammered in a replay. Whoa. Right, we'll go with a 1-1 result where we held Blackburn Rovers. What division would they have been in at that point? Right. Graham Souness was the manager for Blackburn at that time. Mourinho, Damien Duff. Gary Flitcroft. Did he used to play for Rochdale? Am I getting that wrong? Right, it was an unused sub in that game if he did play. Yeah, Damien Duff. I'm just saying, forward. He was on the score sheet. There we go. Yeah, I know, Ethan. If we bottle a Braintree, I ain't going because I ain't watching them lot lift at our ground without a fight. I can't condone violence, I don't think. Yeah, and Man City. Yeah, I thought so. I did think so. Gary Flitcroft. Yeah. Play for City. Super City from Main Road. And that was when but Tony Ford, I'm pretty sure by that time he had the appearance record. By that time, but this was the time when Keith Hill was playing for Rochdale, not managing as well. Mr. Keith Hill should give him an idol for his services to Rochdale. I think Keith Hill, legendary man. Although you could say that about Ian Henderson. Ian Henderson deserves a statue. I hope he stays on for one more year, you know. I really do. I genuinely think he's got one more year in him. And I'll be happy to be called out when I am wrong, if I am wrong. But I do genuinely think Hendo's got one more year. Not a fight. I mean, chance of our place gone at the mighty York City. Which team is famous for having a Crown Pizza shirt sponsor? Hey. Liverpool. I'm going to say Liverpool. That's my final answer, Leon. That's my final answer. I'm going to say Liverpool. I'm sure. Oh, man. Is it? I'm actually scared for what he's going to put. But Ethan, let's go have a look at those 15-16 results. Oh, man. That was two. You know what, right? As much as I love looking back at this time, because it was such a good time to be a Rochdale fan. Being in League One. It just felt well sad by the time we got to the end, and it was just so like we just missed out on the playoffs again. Oh, I was on holiday for that one as well. In fact, I'm pretty sure I was on holiday for all three of these games there, and I was back for the Walsall game at home. That was the time where Bury and Oldham were in the same league. And Bradford, Scunthorpe, oh my gosh, the amount of northern teams in there. Is that Wigan, Doncaster, Port Vale, Crewe? Oh mate, that is a mental amount of northern teams in League One. Blooming heck, man. Oh. 17,000 at Bradford and we drew 2-2. I'm just looking at the attendance and say, lost 1-0 away to Wigan in front of 10,000 crowd. You know what? There were 0-0 draws against Bury and Oldham as well. JVC Arsenal. I know that one. I know that one because of Banana Kit. I remember that one. Yes, I got another one right. I suppose the good things about this season though is that we played both Bury and Oldham literally straight after each other, and we beat them both in the return fixtures. Beat Bury 3-0 at home, and then beat Oldham 3-2 away. Oh man, that one. You know what? I remember watching this Bury game. Where is it? Not in the FA Cup. I don't think it was that one. There was a Bury game on live on Sky, Rochdale versus Bury, and it finished 0-0. And I'm well miffed. Draper Tools. Alright, you got me on that one. I can't think. Draper Tools. Alright, no, I'm genuinely lost. Why can't... Yeah, no, I don't know that one, Liam. Right, let's pick a random season. Tell you what, does that have the It does. Woohoo! Got the Norwich games in there. When Halifax Town were an old club. Got them as well. Beat Southampton, Doncaster, Charlton, York, and then Blackburn over 2 legs, and then, as Leon pointed out earlier, I would point out to you, yeah, we did make those the final of that competition, although as you can see there, we did end up losing to Norwich over both legs. Was that tonight? Southampton won 3-0. You're gonna make me go and check that now. Liverpool are out in the Champions League. Oh, blue heck. My dad is gonna go nuts. Barcelona are out in the Champions League. What on earth? Southampton did beat Blackburn. On Portsmouth beat Ipswich. That is bloody massive. You know what? Let's switch over to FootMob. Just real quick. Southampton. Oh, funny how the bloody comments related there when they were complete with different topics. But yeah, Barcelona out in the Champions League despite winning 2-1 and going down to 10 men against Atletico Madrid, and then PSG gave Liverpool an absolute hiding. It looks like Dembele getting both goals. Oh, that is mental. They're 4th now. 4th, and you know what? They're in contention for, promotion as well. And Millwall will be, celebrating tonight, I imagine. 2 points, off there, and I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, no. It's all but confirmed that Coventry are going up. They need a point, don't they, to confirm promotion, but would need an absolute ginormous goal swing. But Coventry in the Premier League's next season is about 99.9%. Wow. Do you mean Arne Slot, Liam? I got another thing right. That is a mental stat. They were 4 from bottom. You know what, right? For that simple fact, I genuinely hope Southampton to get promoted, because it would be up for manager of the season. Screw Frank Lampard. Southampton manager will be up for manager of the season. Although, I think Wrexham might actually sneak into those playoffs. I think regardless of Wrexham, it's actually a real good season for them. Oldham lost as well. No, surely not. Surely not. They did as well. In the National League, Southend beat Aldershot, and Southend have confirmed their place in the playoffs tonight. But Barrow are pretty much bottom of the league, aren't they? They are as well. Wow. And Oldham were pushing for a playoff spot, weren't they? Oh, that is that is well funny. Big up the Barrow. Up the Barrow. Oh man. You know what, I'm actually kind of gutted if we do go look at that table. If we do end up going up, we're losing out on 2 Northern away days there if it stays as it is. Harrogate I actually quite enjoyed. I think that's because it was the last game of the season though. And then obviously Barrow was it up in the north. But it looks like Barrow and Carlisle will play each other next season in the National League. Although I mean it could go many ways. I mean Tranmere, Crawley, Newport could still go down. I think Harrogate all but sealed to go down at this point, unofficially. Yeah, I know. The whole free up argument, Leon, is been nattering on for bloody ages, and I think if we go and look at the National League table, right, this is nuts. The fact that Rochdale or York could not get promoted, like the idea of that being a thing, is absolutely mental to me. I genuinely don't understand it. Because this is the only time 2 teams in the same season, the second time 2 teams in the same season have hit 100 points. And it's going to come down to the final day when one team has to reside to the playoffs. And I really hope it isn't us, because our playoff record is absolutely atrocious. But with York's scoring and our defence, I mean, we're 1 goal behind York now because of the amount of goals leaked in the past few games. But the fact that one of us might not go up to, say, Southend, who are currently occupying that seventh spot, I find that absolutely mental. Harrogate could be a team to challenge for the title. Potentially, yeah. But we're not going to stay down. We're going to go up. I'm not thinking of the idea that we could stay in this division. We got Braintree next week, and I really, really, really hope that we do beat Braintree and York lose. That would be obviously advantage us. But yeah, I don't see either team not getting promoted. To be fair, I would definitely back York in the playoffs to go and win it. Whereas us, if we don't go up automatically, Dale ain't got the bottle for the playoffs and never had. That's why again that 3rd season we went into League One was crucial. Yeah. Great bottle. This got it a couple of years ago. I think it should change to 3 as there are now so many teams in the National League that have played in League 2 already. I think a prime example of this is Bromley. Like, I think there's also a stat that in the past so many seasons that teams that have come up from the National League have not gone back down. Which I think that's probably the most persuasive argument in you putting into 3 up. But also with the successes of Wrexham, Stockport, Bromley. I mean, Forest Green went up to League One as well. Obviously, they're back down. Oldham, as much as I won't like to mention them, that they've had quite a solid season. I mean, if we go back to that League 2 table, Salford, another team. Barnet. Barrow and Harrogate, although they are occupying the both divisions down. But I think the idea of it is the teams that have gone up have not gone down next season. Yeah, Luton as well, although there was making a spiral dive for a back down to National League, but I'm pretty sure they've sorted themselves out now in League One. As much as they've had an underwhelming season, I think they're happy not having third straight relegation. But yeah, Luton was a massive success story, weren't they? And everyone was just joking around on Twitter about their away end and the entrance to the away end. And I agree with that, Ethan. I also think us and York will probably challenge him for playoffs next season if we both go up, which should be the case. I do think that it would be that. If Rochdale don't get promoted, I'll sponsor them again, as when I sponsored them in League 2, they went up to League 1. I tell you what, Leon, right? If we go up, sponsor them anyway, and we'll just go back up to League 1. How does that sound? Regardless, we'll just sponsor them, because we're going to win promotion anyway. I'm not delusional. You are. Oh, man. I tell you what, guys, I've actually had a real good time tonight. This has been the longest stream I've done without having like a live match watch along. Excuse me, my room. My son was in here messing around. Now I was chucking him around on the bed and stuff. I was playing wrestling. You know what? Is there still sponsorship for the York game? So I'm sure they would have sold out by now. I'm sure they would have sold out. I'm trying to think where I find it. Commercial match sponsorship. Match sponsor, ball sponsor. I'm not sure if there'll be any sponsors left now, especially with there's only one home game left. I'm absolutely sure if we do have to go through the playoffs, there would be sponsorship opportunities there. What brand, Leon? What brand? The Platform 1907 brand? Oh, you would never. Your game's his own little baby that are trying to protect at the moment. I won't be surprised if we get a few penalties against Braintree. You know what, right? I genuinely think they should make the game available to YouTube because it will do them more good than harm. Having that game available to the world with so much at stake, and you want to promote the Free Up campaign as well, surely you make it available for everyone to watch, because there's going to be so many York fans that haven't got tickets for that game. And then there's going to be a few Rochdale fans who haven't got tickets as well. And then it's literally the only game that means something now in the National League, because relegation and playoff spots are confirmed. The only thing that could swing are who plays each other in the playoffs and who finishes second or third. Or is that pretty much confirmed? I'm looking at League 2 on there right now. If I go on to there... Wait. Yeah, Carlisle have a 5-point gap. So, providing Carlisle win against Truro, who are already down, then the top 3 sealed. So, then there's literally nothing to play for going into the final game, apart from the fact that it's Rochdale versus York. If you do not put that on YouTube, you're missing out massively. I think it'll be over 100k, honestly. And it's an early kick-off, so it can be streamed, like you've pointed out there. I do generally think it will do well. Oh, I don't know. I digress. I am going to leave it there for today. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, which is a new record for me. If we take away matchday games, there won't be a stream this Friday, this Saturday even, for the Braintree game, even though it's a 5:30 kick-off. That is because I'm doing a walk for in aid of the National Autistic Society. I'm doing an 18-mile walk across Rochdale with my best friend Rihanna. I made a video earlier on YouTube. If you want to go look at that, it tells you a bit more about it. But basically, I want to raise awareness for children, young people, adults with SEND in general, and for people like me who have autism. My people in my family's got autism. Rihanna's got autism. My best friend, some of my other friends have autism, and I play a lot of football with autistic people as well, and I've worked with autistic people. Being around people with autism has changed me into a better person, and my autistic traits have come out today, and they make me unique. You know, I'm very proud to be autistic, and if I can raise any money at all for a charity that does mean so much to me, then I will. I'll put the donation link in the comments. There's no obligation to donate, obviously. We have hit our £150 target, which I find absolutely mental. But the link for the link is now in the live chat if you want to donate, if you want to go have a look more into what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Leon, Ethan, you've been here all night. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I'm not gonna lie, I've had an absolute brilliant time. It's been amazing chatting to you guys. But yeah, no stream Saturday for obvious reasons then. But hopefully it's 3 points for Rochdale away in Essex, and hopefully we can come back Sunday, Monday night and talk about how we are going to win the league next Saturday. It's going to happen. I'm manifesting it. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for sticking around. I've had a great time. We definitely can do more of this, I think. Reminiscing. What was going to be a FIFA stream turned out to be just reminiscing on Rochdale's past. And I'm not going to lie to you, I absolutely loved every second of it. So yeah, hope you guys have an absolutely lovely night. I'm probably going to sleep well now. Thank you so much, Leon. That is amazing, mate. Thank you so much. Alright, you've made my day. You've made my day, Leon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bless you. But yeah, thank you so much. And I will see you guys next time. Uploads are coming back slowly. I am getting there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you later. Updale.